3. Expressing surprise or admiration.
네요 소스, howtostudykorean.com.
Below is a list of vocabularies to be used in this lesson. Nouns.
서류,
Means documents, papers.
외과,
Means the medical field of surgery.
욕실,
Means bathroom.
점검,
Means inspection.
연예,
Means entertainment.
선배,
Means one senior.
금액,
Means an amount of money.
잔돈,
Means small change.
진통제,
Means painkiller.
계좌,
Means account. Verbs.
수출하다,
Means to export.
수입하다,
Means to import.
귀가하다,
Means to return home.
갚다,
Means to pay back.
분실하다,
Means to lose an object.
신고하다,
Means to report to the police, government, somebody.
돌보다,
Means to take care of. Adjectives.
불친절하다,
Means to not be kind.
비다,
Means to be empty.
심각하다,
Means to be serious, to be critical. Adverbs and other words.
한동안,
Means for a while, for some time.
수시로,
Means frequently.
최선,
Means the best way or plan. Introduction. In this lesson, you will learn the meaning of adding
네요,
to sentences. This grammatical form has a very similar meaning and usage to
구나 군군요,
which you learned in the previous lesson. Let's get started. Full stop. Expressing surprise or admiration.
네요,
In the previous lesson, you learned how to add
구나 군군요,
to the end of a sentence. You learned that a speaker can use this grammatical principle to indicate that one is surprised about a certain fact. For example,
이 상황이 아주 심각하구나.
I didn't realize that this situation is very serious.
그 사람이 조금 불친절하구나.
I didn't realize that person is a little bit unkind.
한국어를 배우는 최선의 방법이 이 웹사이트로 배우는 것이구나.
I didn't realize that the best way method to learn Korean is through this website, just like with
구나 군군요.
a speaker can use
네요.
to express surprise to the information she just received. The question all Korean learners have then is, what is the difference between
구나 군군요.
and?
네요.
The difference is so slight and in almost every situation, they do not need to be distinguished. Nowhere on any test will you ever see a question asking you to differentiate the two, and nobody would ever ask you to differentiate between the two. However, that is not what this website is about, and I pride myself on being able to distinguish things that have no business being distinguished. Before we get to distinguishing seemingly identical things, let's look at some examples of
네요.
in use first.
네요.
Is added directly to the stems of verbs, adjectives and
이다.
when the speaker expresses surprise about an event in the present tense. For example,
아들이 귀엽네요.
oh, I didn't realize that your son is so cute.
욕실이 아주 깨끗하네요.
Wow, the bathroom is so clean.
이 음식점은 음식이 정말 맛있네요.
Wow, this restaurant's food is really delicious.
선생님, 영어를 너무 잘하시네요.
Teacher, I didn't know you were so good at English. Now, how can we distinguish
구나 군군요.
with?
네요.
Remember what I said about
구나 군군요.
in the previous lesson, that most of the feeling within this grammatical principle is self-speech, while
네요.
could also be seen as a form of self-speech. I feel that it is less so compared to
구나 군군요.
that is, when you say,
네요.
although part of the feeling of the sentence is spoken to oneself, about 60%, a lot of it, about 40%, is directed at the other person in the conversation. Compare this with the 90% to 10% ratio that I estimated with
구나 군군요.
in the previous lesson. I'd like to share with you a dialogue that brought me to these ridiculous estimations. One of my students in my Korean school came into my office, where one of my Korean co-workers was speaking to me in English. The student immediately said to the teacher, left double quotation mark,
선생님, 영어를 너무 잘하시네요.
Teacher, I didn't know you were so good at English. The teacher, in response, said,
아니야 너무 못해.
No, I'm so bad. Notice here that the teacher responded to the student, which emphasizes that what the student said was not only directed to himself, but also towards the teacher. If, however, the student came into the room and said,
선생님, 영어를 너무 잘 하시군요.
Teacher, I didn't know you were so good at English, the chance of the teacher responding would be less, because most of the sentence was directed at the person speaking and not to the other person. In addition to this, while
군요.
and
네요.
could be mutually exchangeable in essentially any situation,
네요.
would be more likely to be used when the speaker is impressed from a fact that she just realized. On the other hand,
군요.
would be more likely to be used when the speaker simply realizes some mundane fact that she didn't know before. Again, I specifically say would be more likely because neither of those are set in stone, and you could technically use
군요.
or
네요.
in either situation. In the Korean novel I am reading right now, a father asks his daughter what the last thing she said to her mother was. The mother is in a coma. The daughter thinks the last thing she said was,
엄마 어린이집 다녀왔습니다.
Mom, I'm home, came back from preschool. However, the father thinks the last thing she said was,
엄마 학교 다녀왔습니다.
Mom, I'm home, came back from school. The daughter eventually convinces the father that she is right, at which point, the father says,
그랬어? 그랬구나. 어린이집이었구나. 아빠가 깜빡했네.
Was it like that? Oh, I didn't realize it was like that. I didn't realize it was a daycare. I guess I didn't realize that I forgot. In this example, within the same sentence the father uses both
네요.
and
군요.
to signify that he just realized that new fact. Alright, that is enough splitting hairs for one lesson. Let's look at many examples. Try not to pay attention to the English translations because it is hard to translate impressions or realizations directly. First, in the present tense.
아, 잔돈이 없네.
Oh, I didn't realize that I don't have an Y change.
선배가 춤을 잘 추네요.
Oh, I didn't realize that our senior dances really well.
금액이 많이 나오네요.
Oh, I didn't realize that the amount of money is a lot. It's expensive.
계좌가 완전히 비어 있네.
Oh, I didn't realize that my account is completely empty.
이 진통제가 진짜 잘 드네.
Wow, this painkiller really works.
너의 남편이 아기를 잘 돌보네.
Wow, your husband looks after the baby well.
그 회사가 그 제품도 수입하네.
Oh, that company also imports that product.
외과 의사가 되는 것이 제일 어렵네요.
Wow, becoming a surgeon is really the most difficult. In the past tense,
네요.
can attach directly to.
악업.
For example,
밥을 빨리 먹었네.
oh, you ate really fast.
점검을 벌써 받았네.
Oh, you already got the inspection.
분실한 돈을 찾았네.
Oh, you found the money that you lost.
서류를 빨리 정리했네.
Oh, you organized the papers quickly.
우리 계좌로 돈을 이미 보냈네.
Oh, you already sent the money to our account.
아, 그래서 그 제품을 수출을 못했네.
Oh, so that's why you couldn't export that product. Comma. In lesson 35, you learned about adding
겠다.
to express possibility. In that lesson, I described that this is commonly used when the speaker sees something or hears some fact, and is stating that something must be the case based on that evidence. It is common to attach
네요.
to
겠다.
in these cases to express one's realization and or impression of this evidence. For example,
아프겠네.
oh, that must hurt.
힘들겠네.
Oh, that must be so hard.
돈이 부족하겠네.
Oh, we probably won't have enough money.
빚을 빨리 갚아야 되겠네.
Oh, I should probably pay off this debt quickly.
오늘 일찍 귀가해야 되겠네.
Oh, I should probably go home early today.
안전 점검을 수시로 해야 되겠네.
Oh, I should probably do a safety check frequently.
이것을 정부에 신고를 안 해도 되겠네.
Oh, I probably don't have to report this to the government, comma. In the previous lesson, you learned how
군요.
can be added to.
그렇다.
It is also common to attach
네요.
to.
그렇다. 그렇네요.
Is commonly used when another person states a fact for the first time, usually something that the listener didn't know or recognize up to that point. As the fact is being stated, the listener is witnessing the fact for the first time. For example, look how I described the following exchange. Person 1.
비가 많이 와요.
It's raining really hard. Person 1 could have known this fact all along. He or she doesn't necessarily need to witness that it is raining hard for the first time. She is just telling this fact to another person who probably doesn't know that it is raining hard. Person 2.
그렇네.
Oh, it's like that. Oh, it really is raining hard. Person 2 probably didn't know or recognize that it is raining hard, and he is probably witnessing the heavy rainfall for the first time today. As he witnesses the heavy rainfall, Person 1 tells him it's really raining hard. At this point, Person 2 can express his surprise by saying,
그렇네.
Here's another example. Person 1.
오늘 점심은 피자야.
Today's lunch is pizza. Person 2.
그렇네.
Oh, it's like that. Oh, it really is pizza for lunch today. Person 2 probably didn't know that the lunch today is pizza, and he is probably looking at the menu for the first time. As he looks at the menu, Person 1 tells him today's lunch is pizza. At this point, Person 2 can express his surprise by saying,
그렇네.
That's it for this lesson. For more info, please visit howtostudykorean.com.